Hey, what's up, guys? Spencer Rhodes here. So, Amy was a character that was in the first season of The Walking Dead. She was the younger sister of Andrea, and she was killed off in season 1, episode 4, during a walker attack because this was very early on in the show, and the characters, Rick and everyone, Daryl, Carol, Lori, Shane, they're basically just in a camp back in season 1. And they get attacked by walkers unexpectedly. They think they're safe, but they just get attacked by a big group of walkers. And Amy gets bitten in the neck. She pretty much gets a chunk of her neck ripped out. And she bleeds out and dies very quickly in her sister's arms. And there's this very sad, dramatic moment where she turns into a walker. And Andrea's just crying and sobbing. And she's barely able to push herself to the point where she can put her down because she's just so distraught and upset over her little sister's death. And Amy pretty much served as the first really big sad death, the first really major death in the first season, the whole series really. She was the first big death. I mean, I think there were some minor deaths before her, but she was really like the first, I think, recurring character that died. She was the first big casualty of not only the first season but the show. And her character, I mean, she didn't really get a lot of character development, but she had a bit of a story arc. She seemed like she was a really good person, and she sort of began the whole thing about good people always dying a lot in The Walking Dead. I mean, I remember seasons 4 and 5 where every time a character became a better person or did the right thing, they got killed, like Herschel, Tyrese, Beth, Bob. And this death kind of started that. Amy was someone that was always trying to do the right thing, and she was a good person. And it was kind of tragic because she and Andrea were starting to spend more time together. And before the apocalypse, Andrea was always away from her sister. She was always out doing stuff, working and stuff, and she was like states away and really far away from Amy, so she didn't spend much time with her. But she was starting to spend more time with her, and they were starting to get to know each other more. And right when this happens, she dies. So it's tragic, and it's kind of a, it's a good tragedy in a way. I mean, it's just sort of one of those things where it's just kind of ironic because they start to spend more time with each other, and their bond gets to grow closer, and then that's cut short really fast. But as far as, do I think she died too soon? Do I think she was killed off too soon? No, I don't. Her death is awesome, and she served her purpose as a character that was basically a main character. I mean, they treated her like a main character. I mean, she's on the poster for like season 1, and there's like the season 1 character cards, and there's only like 7 season 1 character cards, and she's one of them. And she was a big deal. Even Daryl didn't have his character card back then. I think a lot of characters didn't have the character cards. Like I said, it was just like 6 or 7 of them, and she was one of them. And during the 4 episodes that she was on the show, that she lasted, she was a big part of the story. She was a main character. She definitely seemed like a character that wouldn't die in season 1 and would live to season 2. So her death was kind of shocking and unexpected. And it was gruesome, just her neck getting bitten out and all the bleeding. And the scene of her slowly turning into a walker and Andrea having to put her down is such a good scene. I wouldn't trade that for the world. And people make fun of the actress that plays Andrea, Laurie Holden, but she did a good job. Crying is, it's not pretty to look at. It's messy, it's ugly. She did a good job. It was a very emotional scene for her to have to not only accept the loss of her little sister, but to see her little sister slowly become this the growling monster that's just about to eat her face off before she has to put her down. And it's a very sad, disturbing, awesome, well done scene, and it's a very sad, awesome death. It's very iconic because it's pretty much the first major death in the whole series. It's the first sad death in the whole series, and yes, she didn't last very long, but I think she served her purpose. Her character, season one as a whole was very condensed and compact because season one was only 6 episodes, and I don't want to like really get mad at the later seasons for being 16 episodes. Although I do hate the filler, I hate all the filler episodes. But season one definitely felt like they did more because they had less episodes. I mean, it just did. I mean, I'm curious about what a 10, 16, 15 episode season one would have looked like. Would it have been like we just got like half of season two in there, or what would they have dragged it out more? I don't know, but all I know is season one was great. I love season one. Most people love season one. It's the classic. It's what started it all. It's a very compact season. There's a whole lot of crap that happens in the 6 episodes, and she's a condensed character, a compact story arc with a beginning, middle, and end that ends with a sad death, and I think it works very well. So, no, I don't think she was killed off too soon. You have to have deaths. You have to have sad deaths. You have to have sad deaths in the first season of this show. And as far as the death in the first season goes, I think she worked perfectly. She did her job well. She was a likable character, just developed enough for us to feel something when she dies. And she wasn't a character where it's like, man, I really, really wish she was in season 2. Man, if Amy was just in season 2, it'd be everything. I mean, I don't like her that much, So I think it worked out pretty perfectly. And overall, I pretty much think that it's perfect what they did with her character, the material they gave her, and the way they killed her off. I don't think the actress did a bad job, but she was just a character that had to be killed off, had to be a sad death in season 1. Like I said, you need sad deaths in season 1, and her death and her story arc worked perfectly for me, and I wouldn't change it at all. So I am happy with how she died, and I don't think she needed to live longer. Anyway, that's all I had for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't be shy. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. I make 1 to 2 Walking Dead videos per day, so please hit that subscribe button. Right now we are at 721 subscribers. My goal is to try to get to 800 in the next few months. So just remember, every subscriber counts, every bit of support matters, and is very, very appreciated. Hopefully we can get to that goal of 800. Anyway, with all that said, I am Spencer Rhodes, and I will see you guys later. Bye.